So I got my Chrysler back yesterday, and I guess there's a bit of a story that goes with this car, 2 or 3 stories really. This car was at one point the, I guess you'd call it like the mascot car for a place called Portland Lobster Pound. Portland, Maine Lobster Pound. It was down in Portland, Maine, and they used to park this out in the parking lot, and it was just kind of their, you know, a lot of places have a pickup truck or something. This was like their red car, probably red because lobsters are red when you cook them. But it was down there for many, many years. Many people knew it as that. And then at a certain point, it sat in a field for a goodly many years. And then a fella in New Hampshire pulled it out and took it home and got it running. And I think he kind of left the paint that was on it, but he did some overspray, what do you call that when they put a clear coat? He put a clear coat on it, but it had a goodly bit of rust under it. Well, a couple years ago, Mike Hall, who's dead now, said he was going to start a body shop, and I basically asked him if he would work on this car. So he took it in, and at first I know he got sick while he was working on it, so I wasn't sure how much work he got done, but I was looking over it yesterday when I washed it, and you can see under the door where he did all of this part under here, which had some pretty serious looking rust on it. Now this part here hasn't been sanded yet, so that's bondoed but not sanded. That part has, but there was also some rust in the door, and he fixed that. I can really only tell because I can tell where he put some paint spray on there and there's a little overspray. There was also a bad spot, rusty right here. It's gone. There was a rusty spot on one of these front fenders. I believe it was this one, but he did such a good job of fixing it that I can't even tell from one fender to the other. But I know there was a hole or a big rusty spot on that he fixed. And I think there's this little rusty spot right here, but I think he also did this under here because this car had some rust under that door. Now I can see a little rough spot here that he didn't get to. You'll see that, but it looks like well, I don't know, there's a little bubble. I don't know. I think he did do some work under that door. Anyway, he did a goodly bit of work. Mike passed away in December. The cancer got him. And then we've left the car over there because of this coronavirus, and of course his wife, you know, has a lot to deal with, and I didn't want to bother her, so she said it was okay to come get it the other day, so I did, and got her back home, and I'm enjoying driving it. Well, I'm enjoying having it a lot. I kind of had it in my mind that I was going to sell this car, but I'm kind of changing my mind on that because it drives so nice. Me and Honey Baby went to a cruise in car show thing the other day, and we enjoyed it quite a lot. We took Mike's car, but I was thinking this would be an awesome car to go to different rod runs and things. Actually, we're talking about having a rod run, putting together a hot rod run this summer. Many of you know Luke Palioka. He is the owner of Lead Sled Arts. Some of you have had him do artwork for you, and there's some other people in the state that go to a lot of car runs that they don't live near me, but they do live in the state, and they go to a lot of them. And a lot of the car things have been canceled this year. So, you know, we talked about it and kind of came up with the idea of maybe putting together a hot rod run up to Luke's place, calling it the Cool Hand Luke Run for the Hills, because Luke lives right at the foot of the big snow mountain they have up there. And I was thinking we could all run up to Luke's place, hang out with him for a while, maybe ride him around in some cars, and then there's a barbecue place up there that Bonnie suggested we go to. So we think, well, we could all drive up there, and maybe Luke could jump in the car with somebody and go out with us to the barbecue place and just have a big day of it. At one point, Luke said his mom had said something about possibly doing a little barbecue at the house there. I don't know. So I don't know how that's going to go, but this would be a great car to do that in because it's big and comfortable. and dependable and just all around awesome car. So there is all that. And with that said, I'm gonna open the garage because we got some. I'm gonna put exhaust pipes on the rat rod today. Yes, I am.